All right, guys, welcome back to the bench. So today we're going to go over the optics choice for the BRN-180. Huge shout out to Brownells for sending this out. Now, a lot of you guys don't understand the annoyance of working with a foregrip because then you have to hold it a weird way and I don't like it, so I just took it off for now. Editor's note, sorry. Please have a Merry Christmas, y'all. And I hope you have a Happy New Year. This will be going out on Christmas. I'm going to try to make one more before before the new year ends to be the New Year special. But this is kind of my Christmas special. It is green, so enjoy. But honestly, guys, thank you guys so much for just tuning in. I hope to see you guys for another year. And it's been a blast, guys. And I hope you guys enjoy the videos. And I hope you guys enjoy the shorts. Go check out my channel. There's been a lot of weird suppression of my shorts for, like, I'll get some that get like 30 views and all that other stuff. So always go check out my channel and kind of see what's going on over there. But thank you guys so much for everything, for literally everything. And Brownells, if you're listening to this, huge shout out. I love you guys. I love you guys for everything that you do and however you support the channel. You guys have been a big influence on me. So thank you guys so much for everything. And to all my subscribers, man, I hope you guys have a wonderful new year, and I hope I can continue to provide you guys with more content. Thank you to Brownells and everybody else that is a huge part of this. So I'm sorry to add this interjection in here, but you guys are awesome. Enjoy your Christmas. Going into the BRN-180, this is a piston. This is a short stroke gas piston system upper. What that means, there's a little tappet in there. When it goes up into here, it shoots a little piston back and it drives the bolt rearward, and it goes ching, and you load a new round, and then it just spends money. That's all it's there for. When it comes to just having fun, this is a good upper. I don't know how well this would be for home defense. I think it'd probably be a pretty good upper for home defense, although it is a 16-inch upper. A lot of people would probably go with the 10.5 for that. The overall niceness of this is actually pretty awesome. I've been running that suppressed and unsuppressed, so huge shout out to Brownells for sending this out to the channel for review. But with that being said, we needed to pick an optic for this, and I didn't necessarily just want to sit here and run my Holosun the whole time. So my Holosun is actually a very nice optic. I had a blast running it, but as you see in the footage, you can shoot pretty well, pretty easily, and all the other fun stuff. But we went with a completely different thing. So we came over here to EOTech because everyone went over to my community tab and decided that they were going to spam the EXPS3 because apparently you guys wanted to see a holographic weapon sight, but you didn't want to see the Vortex. I heard a lot of negative things about the Vortex. So when it comes down to it, I went with the optics that you guys wanted, and then I'm going to also do the optic that you guys didn't want. The Vortex is actually significantly cheaper, this being around $700, the Vortex being around $600. I think for some people, the Vortex is more swingable. Considering the Vortex actually used to be $499, it's now $599. I would go ahead and say that the EOTech, this is an optics review, by the way, YouTube's off. The EOTech is definitely probably one of the more durable optics, but Vortex kind of comes in the fact of they have that VIP warranty. Vortex is a very, very good company, and I know that there are a lot of people out there who are like, ugh, that. No, Vortex, the Vortex UH Gen 1 and Gen 2s were very good optics. The Gen 1 didn't have night vision compatibility, but the Gen 2 does. The Gen 2 is, I would say, significantly better than a lot of people give it credit for, and that's just from what I've shot through it. And I don't actually own one yet, so I will be getting one of those very soon. I will probably be getting one of those with the monolithic upper that I really want. So we'll run that on that upper, we'll run this on that, and we'll just have all sorts of fun. The BRN-180 is probably one of the coolest uppers I think we could put this on, so that's what we're going to do. Let's unbox this bad boy and kind of see what it all comes with. Bam. Okay, first of all, my rant about packaging. I actually did another editing of this video, and I went on for like 8 minutes about how much I hate how companies spend this much money on packaging. You could tell me that this costs you 8 cents. And then, okay, why are you sending me this? I don't want this. I want crappy cardboard box that Aimpoint sends me. And I just want that crappy cardboard box because I want to know all the money that you spent went into the optic, not the box that you sent it in. That's what I want to know. I absolutely hate when companies spend a ton of money on packaging. But again, I apologize. I won't do any more ranting about this. This is just something else. So let's kind of bust this bad boy open. All right, so it comes with all sorts of stuff here. You have your EOTech sticker, you have your quick reference guide for EXPS3. It comes with you should warranty your stuff, and then don't let people who don't work at EOTech touch your things, because apparently, I don't know, they'll do all sorts of weird stuff. Now this comes with the battery pre-installed. There's a lot of little holes already put in here, and I'm assuming that's for like the old style ones, like when you run like the NL 1/3. This is, I believe these little things here are for batteries, and they're just really weird, and I don't know. I didn't like the 512 or the other version of the EOTech. I specifically went with the EXPS3, but yeah, they just leave the holes there, I guess, for the batteries. I have no, other than that, I have no idea for that. I don't know. I don't think that's for literally anything else. But yeah, I think the packaging is just a bit obscene, but that's, you know, again, I will try not to rant about packaging. This is just going to go into the trash can. All right, so you have your EXPS3. You want to put it on something. I want to put it on something. We're going to run on the BRN-180, but let's kind of go over the features. Runs on one CR123. The battery life is about 600 hours. I've probably burned through about 30 of those hours already, just fucking around with stuff and having a lot of fun. The up and down and left and right is both on the same side, can be adjusted with a flat head, which I think is so much nicer than a lot of the bullshit that a lot of other companies are putting out there. It's just, honestly, if you're looking for a good optic that just kind of has everything right there, then yeah. Especially on the other side, if you go on the other side, you have your up and down arrows, and you have your night vision button. Now, if you look right in there, you might not see, there we go. Now that looks a little bit better. The EOTech has what is called a 1 MOA dot in the center and a 65 or 62 MOA circle on the outside. That circle is what is also known as the donut of death. It is a very cool little optic. I really like it. It's not, for me, it's a little gritty, but I understand that it's because I'm looking at the circle. The problem is you're not supposed to do that. Don't look at the optic. You're supposed to technically look through it, and you're supposed to superimpose the dot onto, like say my dot, you're supposed to, like, bam, you're supposed to drop that on there, and that's what you're supposed to shoot. You're not supposed to look at the dot and then try to find what you're doing and go between both. You're supposed to put your optic where you're shooting, because that's how red dots, that's how holographic sights work. Now, this has half MOA click adjustments, and then your up and down button in your night vision mode. So if you're in here and you click your night vision mode, it goes into night vision mode, and then you have 10 settings for night vision mode, and you click out of night vision mode, bam, you're good to go. If you click your up arrow to turn it on, it's 8 hours. If you click your down arrow, it's 4 hours. If you touch any one of them, if you have it on 4 hours and you touch it again, it'll reset your 8 hours. If you do the up one, it doesn't matter. If you start in the one and you click either of these buttons, it will refresh for whatever one you originally set it to. And then if you click the down arrow to turn it on, it does the exact same thing, but only for 4 hours. So just remember, you have 4 and 8 hours. I believe the 512 and the other ones, I believe they were 12 hours, but in the actual manual, it says 8 hours. So that's what I'm going off of. I don't know if EOTech's just saying 8 hours or whatnot. I don't know if time dilation or whatever, but the manual for the EXPS significantly states 8 hours and 4 hours. All right. The EOTech is probably one of, like, the most battle-proven sights from what everybody is saying. To be honest, when I was in the Army, I had what would only be described as a Comp M2, which pretty much is the exact same thing as the Patrol, the PRO, the Patrol Rifle Optic. And then a Comp M4 is also what I had. I never ran the Trigicons or anything like that. So I definitely am enjoying messing with the EOTech. I wasn't in Special Forces or anything. I was just a lowly 19 Delta. I got to have a lot of fun doing recon. So I mostly messed with other things. But yeah, going to the EOTech, it is a pretty chunky sight. I don't know how unbiased I'm going to be able to be. First of all, this is a big optic. It is expensive, and it's something that I just don't think a lot of people are going to be out searching for and doing. I think that EOTech kind of is definitely doing a wonderful job, but it is a big, expensive optic. Now, one of the best parts about holographic sights is there's actually no forward projection of a laser. If you look right in here, You see that little gold dot right there? That's actually a forward projection of a laser, and under night vision, you can see that. With the EOTech, there is actual no forward projection. The projection comes, because I know you definitely can't fucking see this, but the projection comes from that little red projector down there, and it uses a lot of projection and battery power to do that. Now, the crazy thing is it just projects it onto the glass. That's what it does. That's what it's for. That's why it's called a holographic sight, because it's a holographic image that floats in the center of the glass, because that's how it's set up to be. And EOTech's done a great job about making a bomb-proof optic. Now, there's another optics company that's coming out, and I'll try to figure out that at another date. But they kind of have the same type of deal, but their optic is much more bomb-proof than an EOTech, from what I'm being told. I don't know how true that is, but yeah, it's a very, very, very good optic for the money that you spend. But at the same time, like if I had to spend my own money and I wasn't, I don't know if I would go get an EOTech. I'd probably get a T2 or a Comp M4. They're both, I mean, all of them are good optic choices. But yeah, I really wanted to try this out. Everybody on the channel told me that we needed to try this out in my community post. So bam, here we are with the EXPS3-0. I technically wanted the 2 or the 4 because I wanted to see how well it would do at range, but that came into stock after I had purchased this one, and I'm just not going to go back and do that again. The EOTech series is actually pretty cool. This one is absolute, or I'm sorry, this one is not absolute. This is lower 1/3. They make a version, it's called the XPS3-2 or 3-0, and that is an absolute co-witness. This is a lower 1/3, which means your optic is up just a little bit higher. This is on a 193 mount, and as you can kind of see, this optic sits just a little bit higher than this. Now, the reason why I kind of also went with the lower 1/3 is because the 193 I felt was kind of too high for the BRN-180, specifically due to the fact that if you see the rail section here is actually a bit higher than it normally is on the this section here actually sits just a little bit higher than it normally would on your like M4 style uppers or anything like that, any of your flat top uppers, because this is technically just a little bit bigger, to me anyway, and how it sits. And this also sits up just a little bit higher because this is how higher up it is on your buttstock if you're just running a standard AR. The cool part though, and the reason why I went with this, is because I plan on getting into night vision this year, and I think passive shooting is kind of part of it. The cool part about a lot of this, though, is I'm just expecting when I get into night vision, I'm going to want to learn, I'm going to want to shoot passively, and I think this, the patrol rifle optic, and the Comp M4, I think I want to test all of them into the night vision capacity and see how they work. Especially with the other EOTech that I have being the E-Flex, I want to see how that works under night vision, since that only has one night vision mode. So I do want to get into that this year. I think that's kind of one of the bigger things I'm going to be saving up for and doing, because 2023 seems just like a heck of a time to be alive. And yeah, you know, I think that we're going to have a whole lot of fun. And, you know, let's kind of kick off the year right. So going into the new year, I can't thank you guys enough for doing this. Also, Merry Christmas, by the way. Thank you guys for everything. I hope you guys enjoyed the video of breaking down this, why I chose it, and did all the other fun stuff. But yeah, we will continue to shoot the BRN-180 suppressed and unsuppressed. We will continue to have all sorts of fun. I will be shooting this hopefully this coming Monday and having a lot of fun with that also. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I don't know what else I can really give you about this optic other than I think the packaging was kind of wasteful. But I'll get off my high horse about the packaging. Thank you guys so much. As always, don't be from Florida.